He has sold more than 40 million records worldwide, won the Grammy Award for Best Male Rock Vocal Performance, a record 4 times in a row. Think about that for a second. The superstar rocker, that's the cover of his book, is now the author of a new memoir, Let Love Rule. It takes readers on the journey from his birth to the release of his debut album in 1989. It's also called, by the way, Let Love Rule. Lenny Kravitz joins us this morning from the Bahamas. Hi, Lenny Kravitz. It's good to see you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning. Are you going to wear?
Good to see you.
I never ask you for anything, Lenny. Are you going to wear your sunglasses the whole time? I'm just asking.
I got to tell you, I just woke up. This is early. This is early, but it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.
It is. It is.
I went to bed about 4 hours ago. I was in the studio all night.
All right, you can do whatever you want, Lenny Kravitz. But listen, journey is a word for you. In the book, you're called Master Leonard, Lenny, Lennie, Eddie, and Romeo Blue. Did you struggle? Was it a struggle for you to find yourself? And all those names have meaning to you, by the way. People will have to read the book to get it. But did you struggle to find yourself?
It was a journey, but it was a beautiful journey. And the fact that I had all of these backgrounds, you know, growing up with a Russian Jewish father and a Christian African-American Caribbean mother, living in Manhattan, in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, in New York City, in Los Angeles, in the Bahamas. It was a very, very colorful and rich childhood, which
really was.
Provided me with this playground where I could experience and learn all sorts of things.
I know your mom, we should say, was Roxy Roker on the Jeffersons, and your dad. You and your dad had a very complicated relationship, but you ultimately say in the book, as complicated as it was a pivotal part of your journey. Talk about your mom and your dad and what they both brought to your life. Your mom was such a classy, classy lady, Lenny, who adored you and you her.
Thank you. Yeah, she was a very beautiful, honest, fair person. Full of so much love. And my father was full of love too, but he just had a hard time showing it to me, maybe in certain ways, but he showed it in other ways. And he challenged me,
yeah.
Which was good. I needed him in my life to give me that certain rub and put that heat under me. Which prompted me to, leave the house early.
Lenny, wait a second.
And try to find my way.
Lenny, wait. I love how you say, leave the house early. That was quite a confrontation because you wanted to go to a concert. I think it was Buddy Rich. He said, no, you're not going. And as a teenager, you said, yes, I am. And you guys got nose to nose, and he said, if you leave, you're not coming back, and you left not even knowing where you were going to go. It wasn't just you left the house early.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I really wanted to go see Buddy Rich that night. You know, I wanted to check out his technique, and, such a great drummer. And so I asked my father, or I guess I kind of told him, I asked him, can I go? And he said no. And I said, but I really need to see Buddy Rich. You know, we don't know how many times we're going to get to see him. He said, you went out last night. And I asked him what that had to do with tonight. Anyway, it got to the point where we were nose to nose. It was the first time I stood up to him, which I think amazed the both of us. Because, my father was a Green Beret.
Yeah, military
the whole
guy.
Nine. He was a tough guy. Yeah, but I stood up to him, and he said, if you go, you can't come back because you have to,
And you said, I'm going.
You have to work under the rules of this house, which I understand and respect. So I grabbed a duffel bag and packed my few things, and I went to the Buddy Rich concert. And after the show, I had no idea where I was going to live, but I began to find my way that night.
Wow. Lenny, it's Anthony Mason. I wanted to talk about one of the stories that I found particularly poignant in the book. And you talk about wanting to wear a yarmulke when you were growing up, but then learning that if you have an afro, you can't really wear a yarmulke. But it seemed that sort of seemed It seemed to sort of symbolize the whole dilemma you dealt with, right?
In the 70s.
Yeah.
Well, it was the 70s, and I had an afro, you know, and it was hard for that to stay on. But yeah, of course, I grew up going to church and going to temple, and you know, I got to experience the joy of both sides.
You know, the other chapter I really liked was about you and Lisa Bonet. What you two had, Lenny, I thought was so magical. The story that you told about the first kiss, honest to God, had me swooning. I just thought, wow, people live their whole lives and they don't get anything like that. But it was magical. She, of course, is now happily married to Jason Momoa. You two got a divorce. But she had a huge influence on your life.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, everything I experienced were all jewels that I picked up along the way.
Yeah.
And when we met, I think we really saw each other. You know, when I looked at her and when I looked within her, I saw myself and had a greater understanding of myself at that time. Because she was so confident and so free, so artistic and smart, and you know, really in touch, ahead of her time.
Yeah. So,
and
Lenny, as were you.
At that time.
As were you.
And at that time, the portal opened, and everything that I was searching for, artistically, came through me.
Yeah.
Effortlessly at that point. You know, I had been searching for my sound, searching for my voice, and when we got together and created this world that we were living in, everything just came out naturally, and I didn't have to search anymore.
I'm wondering, Lenny, because we have to go, if you feel as cool as you look. I just got a text from my friend Adrian. I'm going to call her out. She says, Lenny Kravitz is a fine-ass man. Whew. Oh, my God. So I'm wondering, do you feel as cool as you look? And does your favorite daughter, Zoe, think that you're cool?
If you call Zoe and ask her about my character, she will say that I am one of the goofiest people
I don't believe it.
that she knows. So don't let the cool facade fool you.
Well, I'm fooled, and I liked it. Lenny Kravitz, I thought the best line, I loved how the book ended. Number one, you talk about all your musical influences, James Brown, Jackson 5, Earth, Wind, and Fire. But your last line of the book is to be continued. And may that be so. Please continue to soar. I can't wait to see you again. Thank you so much for getting up early. The name of the book is called.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time, and have a wonderful day.
Okay, Lenny Kravitz, always good to see you. The name of the book is called Let Love Rule. It goes on sale tomorrow, wherever you like to buy your books.